Raiden, Tommymon Raiden was the best sumo wrestler in Japan. You know, growing up, he couldn't move. Like, from the age of 3, he couldn't move. Like, from birth to 3, he couldn't move. But then he started walking. But then his bones, like, got crushed by his muscles. So he had to learn a technique called the 100 seals technique to, like, basically train his muscles to not be so, compact and tight and other things. He had the most powerful, the strongest muscles you could think of, muscle structure. And then he became a sumo wrestler, and he loved sumo wrestling. These people were like, this guy's amazing, and he brought food back to his village and everything else, But then he eventually, had to stop because he was scaring people. They were scared to fight him. And he knew that his strength had to be used for good, not evil. Or to fuck people up. It was supposed to be used to protect people. So he held back, and he still won fights, But he never ever got to use the full extent of his power until he fought against a god. So he was excited to do that. And then he had a Valkyrie that actually liked the way he looked and other things. Well, he actually liked the way she looked too. So when they used Volander, they were like very compatible. Unlike when the other people use their, sacred treasures with the Volander and shit. His was like they had a really good bond and shit. So they were able to last longer in the fight, is what I'm saying, against Shiva. And he did manage to rip 3 arms off, put him down and shit on his back. But then, once his muscles started acting up, she couldn't keep the pain, keep his muscles from ripping and other things, because, they were out of control. But then when he used, Shiva used his final form on him, the Tandava form, he was done. He knew he was done too, but he was happy that he got to use the full extent of his power and not hold back. Because in life he couldn't do that, but in that tournament he got to. So he finally knew what he could possibly do. So the strength of Tommymon Raiden is 88%, and then speed is 87%. Durability is 85%, and then endurance is 88%. Intelligence, 84%. 87% for his experience, and then 95% for his close skills, and then range skills are 80%. Recoups is 79% with the 88% for his hacks, so the overall power score is 86.1. And that was the loser of round 5. In the Record Ragnarok tournament, season 2.